So David Benavidez defeats Oleksandr Gvozdyk on a 12-round unanimous decision to capture the WBC interim World Light Heavyweight title. Let's talk about it. Well, I picked David Benavidez to win this fight on points. That's what happened. And the fight played out very much as I expected. It was unusual seeing Benavidez in there against the guy who was bigger than him. Not just taller than him, but bigger in terms of the size of his body, the broadness of his frame, so on and so forth. Even Benavidez's head looked small compared to Gvozdyk's. So that was an unusual sight. But one of the main reasons I picked David Benavidez to win this fight is because I thought his youth and his work rate and his energy would be a bit too much for a guy in Gvozdyk who's 37 years of age, had several years out the ring, and since he's come back, he hasn't been fighting exactly at world level. Also, the Beterbiev fight made me question the strength of Gvozdyk's will, and David Benavidez has a very, very strong will. Now, the reason I thought that Benavidez would likely win on points rather than a late stoppage, although I said if he doesn't win on points, a late stoppage would be the alternative, is because I figured that Benavidez don't hit as hard as Artur Beterbiev, and Gvozdyk was able to take him 10 rounds. So against a lighter punching guy, not light punching, just lighter punching than Beterbiev, not as physically strong as Beterbiev. In David Benavidez, I figured, yeah, Gvozdyk probably take it to the cards. But he was outworked. In fact, he was outsped in terms of hand speed. Benavidez was putting his shots together very well, and Gvozdyk is not slow, but Benavidez definitely had the edge there. He was throwing combinations, putting them together nicely. He did get cut in the 8th round from a legal punch, but other than that, he was in control for the majority of the rounds. He did push for the stoppage, but at no point did it look to me that Gvozdyk was ready for the taking. So I think that we may have our answer regarding how well Benavidez's power translates to light heavyweight. And the answer is not that well. I'm not saying he's feather-fisted at 175, but his punches surely don't have the same impact on these bigger guys as they did on the guys at 168. And so he's going to have to rely a lot more moving forward on speed and work rate. And of course, he's going to have to be able to stand up to the power of some of these bigger guys. Now, Gvozdyk hits pretty hard, but he don't hit like Artur Beterbiev. We don't know how long Beterbiev's going to be around for, to be fair, but there are going to be new light heavyweights coming through inevitably who hit very, very hard as well. So yeah, Benavidez is going to have to change his game a little bit, I think, as his light heavyweight career unfolds. Simply steaming into people isn't going to work every time with the bigger guys. He's going to have to box clever a bit more. And we saw glimpses of that here in this fight against Gvozdyk. So yeah, it's the result I expected. Gvozdyk just a little bit too old and inactive. Benavidez's youth and work rate won the day. Leave me your thoughts in the comment section below.